Good morning students. Today I am going to discuss about the equivalent weights. See, the first question is 28, page number 234 in exercise 1. The question is, which of the following acid have the same molecular weight and equivalent weights? Molecular weight becomes equivalent weight when n factor is 1. So before discussing about this question, if you consider the structure of these acids, you can get the n factor very easily. H3PO2 is called hypophosphorus acid. Hypophosphorus acid. H3PO3 is the phosphorus acid. Phosphorus acid. H3PO4 is the orthophosphoric acid or simply phosphoric acid, and you know that H2SO4 is the sulfuric acid. And consider the structures: P double bond O, OH, H, H. This is the structure of hypophosphorus acid, and phosphorus acid structure is P double bond O, OH, H, OH. In orthophosphoric acid, the structure is P double bond O, OH, OH and OH. See, in hypophosphorus acid, only one hydrogen is directly attached to the oxygen. The hydrogen which is directly attached to the oxygen is ionizable. Therefore, its basicity is 1. In phosphorus acid, there are 2 ionizable hydrogens. In orthophosphoric acid, there are 3 ionizable hydrogens. Therefore, here equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by basicity. Here basicity is 1, since only one replaceable hydrogen is there, or n factor is 1. So here m by 1. Here 2 replaceable hydrogens are there. Therefore, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by basicity, that is 2, or n factor is 2. In orthophosphoric acid, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by basicity. Basicity is 3. That means n factor is 3. So the question is, in which case molecular weight and equivalent weight are equal? Molecular weight becomes equivalent weight when basicity is 1 or n factor is 1. So answer is A. So in sulfuric acid, we know that its basicity is 2. So it is not the correct one. So answer is first option. Next question is 29 in the same page. The question is 2H2O plus gives rise to 4E minus plus O2 plus 4H plus. The equivalent weight of molecular oxygen, molecular oxygen is, this is the question. This is the molecular oxygen. Here the oxidation state of oxygen is 0. This will be converted into water. In water, the oxidation state of oxygen is -2. So change in oxidation state is 2 per atom. Per molecule 2 into 2, 4. Because the oxygen molecule contains 2 oxygen atoms. Therefore, I am multiplying with 2. Change in oxidation state, that is -2 to 0. So change is 2. Change in oxidation state is 2, but this molecule contains 2 oxygen atoms. Therefore, I have multiplied with 2. Equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by change in oxidation state per molecule. Equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by change in oxidation state per molecule. So per molecule is 2 into 2, 4. Molecular weight of oxygen is 32. and change in oxidation state per molecule is 4. So here the answer is 8. Or we can simply write n factor, since n factor is 4, since 4 electrons are involved in this process. 4 electrons are involved in this process. Next question is 30. In acidic medium, dichromate ion oxidizes ferrous ion to ferric ion. If the gram molecular weight of potassium dichromate is 294 grams, its equivalent weight is, see, potassium dichromate formula is K2Cr2O7. It oxidizes ferrous ions in acidic medium. So ferrous ions are oxidized to ferric ions and dichromate is reduced to chromium ions, Cr3 plus ions. Here we have to find out the equivalent weight of potassium dichromate. In potassium dichromate, we have to find out the oxidation state of chromium. Potassium is +1. There are 2 atoms, so multiplying with 2. We have to find out the oxidation state of chromium. Therefore, I am saying it is X. But 2 atoms are there, so I am writing 2X. Oxidation state of oxygen is -2. There are 7 atoms, so multiplying with 7 is equal to 0. 2 plus 2x minus 14 is equal to 0. 2x minus 12 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 12. Therefore, x is equal to +6. So here the oxidation state of chromium is +6. In the product side, the oxidation state of chromium is +3. Therefore, change in oxidation state per atom is 3. +6 to +3, change is 3. Change in oxidation state per molecule is 3 into 2. Why I am multiplying with the 2? Because the potassium dichromate contains 2 chromium atoms. Therefore, I am multiplying with the 2. Equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by change in oxidation state, per molecule. So molecular weight is 294. Change in oxidation state per molecule is 6. So this on simplification you will get 49. Students, here question number 31, 32 are identical. In the question number 31 we have to find out the equivalent weight of hypo, that is Na2S2O3. In the question number 32 we have to find out the equivalent weight of iodine. But both questions are almost identical. See, in hypo, the oxidation state of sulfur may be changes. So we have to find out the oxidation state of sulfur here. Sodium +1 into 2 atoms are there. We have to find out the oxidation state of sulfur atoms, say 2x. And oxidation state of oxygen is -2. There are 3 atoms. So total is equal to 0. So 2 plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. X is equal to +2. So here the oxidation state of sulfur is +2. In the product side, we have to find out the oxidation state of sulfur. Here also +1 into 2 plus 4x plus -2 into 6 is equal to 0. 2 plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. 4x is equal to 10. X is equal to 10 by 4, that is equal to 2.5. 2.5. So here oxidation state of sulfur is 2.5. So in the reactant side, the oxidation state of sulfur is +2. In the product side, the oxidation state of sulfur is +2.5. So change in oxidation state is 0.5. But change in oxidation state per molecule is 0.5 into 2. 0.5 into 2. Because the hypo contains 2 sulfur atoms. 0.5 into 2 means 1. Therefore, equivalent weight is equal molecular weight by change in oxidation state per molecule, that is 1. That means here equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight. In the question number 32, we have to find out the equivalent weight of iodine. So this is the molecular iodine or elemental iodine. So its oxidation state is 0. In sodium iodide, sodium has +1 oxidation state and iodine has the -1 oxidation state. So the change in oxidation state is 0 to -1. 0 to -1. So change is 1. Change in oxidation state per molecule is 1 into 2 because the iodine contains 2 atoms. Hence, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by 2. That means change in oxidation state per molecule. Start. Next question is question number 33. We have to find out the equivalent weight of glucose in the reaction. C6H12O6 is the glucose. So we have to find out the equivalent weight of glucose. We have to find out the oxidation state of carbon here. 6X, hydrogen +1 into 12, oxygen -2 into 6. Sum of the oxidation states of all the atoms in a neutral molecule is equal to 0. Therefore, I am equalizing with 0. 6X plus 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. Therefore, X is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. In the product side, so here oxidation state of carbon is 0. In the product side, the oxidation state of carbon is +4. Oxidation state of carbon is +4. That is X plus -2 into 2 is equal to 0. That is X minus 4 is equal to 0. X is equal to +4. So in this way we will get the +4. So change in oxidation state per atom is 4. Per molecule is 4 into 6. Since one glucose molecule contains 6 carbon atoms, therefore 4 into 6, 24. Hence, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by change in oxidation state per molecule. So, molecular weight say M, and change in oxidation state per molecule is 4 into 6, 24. So the answer is M by 24. Next question is question number 34. Here, matching type of question is given. Medium and equivalent weight of KMnO4 is given. We have to match them. First one is the acidic medium, second one is the neutral medium, third one is strongly basic medium, and fourth one is the weakly basic medium. See, KMnO4 in acidic medium, H plus means acidic medium, converted into Mn2 plus. In KMnO4, the oxidation state of manganese is +7, and in the product side, the oxidation state of manganese is +2. Change in oxidation state is 5. Per molecule also 5, since KMnO4 contains only one manganese atom. So here N factor is 5. N factor is 5. Hence, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight. Molecular weight of KMnO4 is 158 by 5. So this on simplification you will get 31.6. So in acidic medium, the answer is 31.6. So A matches with small d. Second one is neutral medium. In neutral medium, potassium permanganate is converted into MnO2, manganese dioxide. The oxidation state of manganese in KMnO4 is +7, in MnO2 +4. Change in oxidation state per molecule is 3. Per atom is 3, per molecule also 3. Therefore, here N is equal to, that is N factor is 3. Equivalent weight is equal to 158 by 3. So this on simplification will get 52.6. So in neutral medium, that is B, matches with C. See, in weakly basic medium also, the same product is obtained. Therefore, in weakly basic medium also, you will get the same answer, C. And next one is the strong basic medium. In strong alkaline or basic medium, KMnO4 is converted into K2MnO4. In KMnO4, the oxidation state of manganese is +7. In K2MnO4, the oxidation state of manganese is +6. These values are obtained by calculating the oxidation state of manganese. This method is, you already know it. So change in oxidation state per atom is 1, per molecule also 1, since it involves only one atom. So here N factor is 1, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by N factor, that is 1. So here is 158. So C matches with A. So this is the correct option. Next question is 35. The question is, molecular weight of Mohr salt is 392. Its equivalent weight when it is oxidized by KMnO4 in acidic medium. Here you have to remember the formula of Mohr salt, very important. Mohr salt is ferrous ammonium sulfate. Formula is FeSO4, NH4 twice, SO4, 6H2O. This is the formula for Mohr salt. This is oxidized by KMnO4 in acidic medium. See, potassium permanganate oxidizes ferrous sulfate into ferric sulfate. This is the only change here. In ferrous sulfate, the oxidation state of iron is +2. In ferric sulfate, the oxidation state of iron is +3. So change in oxidation state per atom is 1, per molecule also 1. Therefore, here equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by N factor, that is 1. That means equivalent weight and molecular weight are similar here. Next question is 37. Hydroxylamine reduces iron 3 according to the following equation. Which statement is correct? In the material, the hydroxylamine formula is given as NH4OH, which is incorrect. Correct it as NH2OH. So which statement is correct? N factor for hydroxylamine is 1. Equivalent weight of ferric sulfate is M/2. 6 milliequivalents of Fe2SO4 thrice is contained in 3 millimoles of ferric sulfate. 6 milliequivalents of Fe2SO4 thrice is contained in 3 millimoles of ferric sulfate. All of this. See, hydroxylamine can be split as NH2 plus and OH minus. We have to find out the oxidation state of nitrogen. Say X, hydrogen +1 into 2 is equal to +1 because it carries 1 unit positive charge. So X is equal to -1. X is equal to -1. So here the oxidation state of nitrogen is -1. Here the oxidation state of nitrogen is 0. So change in oxidation state is 1. So N factor is 1. So N factor for hydroxylamine is 1. That is correct. Then in Fe2SO4 thrice, the oxidation state of iron is +3. Here is +2. The product side +2. Change in oxidation state per atom is 1. Per molecule is 1 into 2 because ferric sulfate contains 2 iron atoms. So N factor is 2 here. So equivalent weight of ferric sulfate is equal to molecular weight by N factor, that is M/2. So B also correct. B also correct. Now we have, now the C option is 6 milliequivalents of Fe2SO4 thrice contained in 3 millimoles of ferric sulfate. Number of equivalents is equal to weight by gram equivalent weight. Number of moles is equal to weight by gram molecular weight. From this, number of equivalents by number of moles is equal to weight by gram equivalent weight into gram molecular weight by weight. So W gets cancelled. This is equal to gram molecular weight by gram equivalent weight. Gram molecular weight by gram equivalent weight is nothing but n factor. So from this we can write number of equivalents is equal to number of moles into n. Number of moles into n. Here n is the n factor. N factor. For Fe2SO4 thrice, the n factor is 2. That is, number of equivalents is equal to number of moles into 2. Number of moles into 2. See, 3 millimoles into 2, 6 milliequivalents. So all are correct. Next question is question number 38. In the following reaction, equivalent weight of AS to S3 is, the equation is given like this. See here, arsenic oxidation state is +3, sulfur oxidation state is -2. Arsenic oxidation state is +3, sulfur oxidation state is -2. In the product side, the oxidation state of arsenic is X, oxygen is -2 into 4 is equal to -3. So X minus 8 is equal to -3, X is equal to +5. So oxidation state of arsenic in the product side is +5. In the sulfate, we have to find out the oxidation state of sulfur. Say sulfur is X and oxygen is -2 into 4 is equal to -2. X minus 8 is equal to -2, X is equal to +6. So here the oxidation state of sulfur is +6. And in the arsenic sulfide, the oxidation state of arsenic is +3 and sulfur is -2. So oxidation state of arsenic changes from +3 to +5. So change is 2. Per atom is 2, per molecule is 2 into 2 because 2 arsenic atoms are there. +3 to +5 means increase, so I am writing plus. Sulfur, oxidation state of sulfur is -2 in the reactant side and +6 in the product side. That means the oxidation state of sulfur also increases from -2 to +6. So change in oxidation state of sulfur is +8. -2 to +6 means change is +8. 3 atoms are there, so multiply with 3. So here n factor is 2 into 2, 4 plus 8 into 3, 24. That means 4 plus 24, 28. So n factor is 28. Equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by n factor, that is 28. See here, I taken the change in oxidation state of arsenic as well as the sulfur since both are oxidized. Arsenic oxidation state changes from +3 to +5. Increase in oxidation state is oxidation. Sulfur oxidation state changes from -2 to +6. Here also increase. Increase in oxidation state is oxidation. Therefore, both arsenic and sulfur oxidized. That's why I consider both. Change in oxidation state per molecule is for arsenic 2 into 2, for sulfur 8 into 3, 24 plus 4, 28. Therefore, n factor is 28. Hence equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by 28. See, section 1 is completed. Now we will move to the section 2. Section 2 is more than one answer, more than one option correct. The first question is 10th question, which is found in page number 243 of SR material. The question is, equivalent weight of the reaction is same as the formula weight or molecular weight in case of the conversion. That means in these conversions, in which case equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight. Equivalent weight becomes equal to molecular weight when n factor is 1. See, we calculate the oxidation state of sulfur in hypo in the previous problems. We got +2 here. In the product, +2.5. Change in oxidation state is 0.5 per atom, or molecule is 0.5 into 2. Therefore, 1. So, here equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by n factor 1. So, this is the correct one. In ferrous sulfate, the oxidation state of iron is +2. And in ferric sulfate, the oxidation state of iron is +3. Change in oxidation state per atom is 1, per molecule also 1. Per molecule also 1. Since ferrous sulfate contains only one atom. So here also equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by 1. N factor is 1. In KBr, the oxidation state of bromine is -1. In Br2, the oxidation state of bromine is 0. So -1 to 0 is 1. So n factor is 1. Here is equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by n factor 1. In option D, the oxidation state of Br2 is 0. In KBr -1. 0 to -1 means change is 1 per atom. Per molecule 1 into 2, because Br2 contains 2 atoms. Therefore, n factor is 2. Equivalent weight is equal to m by 2. So, in case A, B, C, equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight. So, answer is A, B, C. All these three are correct. See, this is also more than one correct answer type. This is the 12th question. K for FeCl6 is converted into carbonate ions, ferric ions and nitrate ions. Here the options given are: nitrogen is reduced, carbon is oxidized, iron is oxidized. Equivalent weight of K for FeCl6 is formula weight by 61. So among these we have to find out which one is the correct one. See, K for FeCl6 can be split as 4K plus FeCl6 4 minus. FeCl6 4 minus. I am finding the oxidation state of iron. Say X. Cyanide is -1. 6 groups are there. So multiplying with 6 is equal to -4. So X minus 6 is equal to -4. X is equal to +2. So in K for FeCl6, the oxidation state of iron is +2. See, we given the oxidation state of cyanide as -1. That means for Cn we are writing Cn -1. See, we have to find out the oxidation state of carbon here. Carbon here. Say carbon is X. Common oxidation state of nitrogen is -3 is equal to -1. Therefore, X is equal to +2. X is equal to +2. That means oxidation state of carbon is +2 here, and nitrogen is -3. Nitrogen is -3. So here Fe2 plus it changes to Fe3 plus. Fe2 plus it changes to Fe3 plus. The oxidation state of iron increases from +2 to +3. Increase in oxidation state is oxidation. Therefore, iron is oxidized. This one is correct. In carbonate, The oxidation state of carbon is +4. In carbonate, the oxidation state of carbon is +4. In the reactant side, the oxidation state of carbon is +2. +2 to +4. Here also there is increase in oxidation number. Therefore, carbon is oxidized. So B also correct. B also correct. In NO3 minus, the oxidation state of nitrogen is +5. If you calculate, you will get it. In the reactant side, the oxidation state of nitrogen is -3. -3 to +5 means increase. Increase means oxidation. So nitrogen is oxidized. But in this option, it is reduced. Therefore, it is not correct. Not correct. And D option is we have to find out the equivalent weight of K4FeCN6. K4FeCN6. See, oxidation state of iron changes from +2 to +3. Change is 1. Oxidation state of carbon changes from +2 to +4. Change is 2. How many carbon atoms are there? 6. That is equal to 1. Oxidation state of nitrogen is -3 and in the products +5. -3 to +5 means change is 8. How many atoms are there? 6. So 8 into 6, 48. So total change is 61. Total change is 61. N factor is 61. Therefore, equivalent weight is equal formula weight by N factor, that is 61. Therefore, D option also correct. D option also correct. Next question is 14. 1 mole of iron oxalate is separately oxidized by KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium to ferric ions and carbon dioxide molecules. Which statement are true? Options are given. Number 1, the mole ratio of KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7 is 6:5. Second option is the ratio of equivalent weight of KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7 liquid is 1:1. Third option is equivalent weight of iron oxalate is 1/3 of its formula weight. And fourth option is iron oxalate undergoes disproportionation. This is a somewhat difficult question. Listen very carefully. Iron oxalate separately react with KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7. Iron oxalate separately react with KMnO4 in acidic medium and iron oxalate react with potassium dichromate in acidic medium. The products formed are Fe3+. In the problem, the products are given Fe3+ and carbon dioxide molecule. In acidic medium, MnO4 is converted into Mn2+. Here also you get the Fe3+, CO2 and potassium dichromate is converted into Cr3+. So this is the reaction that occurs between iron oxalate and KMnO4, iron oxalate and K2Cr2O7. In iron oxalate, the oxidation state of iron is +2 and in oxalate, the oxidation state of carbon is +3. So here, oxidation state of iron changes from +2 to +3. So change is +1. The oxidation state of carbon is +3. In carbon dioxide, the oxidation state of carbon is +4. Therefore, change in oxidation state is +1 per atom, per molecule is into 2. So total change in oxidation state is +1 plus 3. Sorry, +1 plus 2, that is +3. Therefore, N factor is 3. Hence, equivalent weight of iron oxalate is 1/3 of its formula weight. This is the correct, because we are getting N factor is 3. And if you see the option D, iron oxalate undergoes disproportionation, we have to check that option. Here iron oxidation state changes from +2 to +3. That means increase means oxidation. Oxalate also, its oxidation state changes from +3 to +4. That means it is also oxidized. That means in iron oxalate, both iron and carbon are oxidized. Disproportionation means one element should be oxidized and other element should be reduced. But in iron oxalate, both are oxidized. Therefore, D option is incorrect. Now we have to verify option A and B. See, total increase in oxidation state is +1 plus +2, that is 3. I am writing this as 3. This is increase in oxidation state. In KMnO4, the oxidation state of manganese is +7 and the product side +2. So decrease in oxidation state is 5. While balancing the equation, we will crisscross it. That means 5 moles of iron oxalate react with 3 moles of KMnO4. In the same manner, iron oxalate change in oxidation state is 3 or increase in oxidation state is 3. For K2Cr2O7, oxidation state of chromium is +6 and in the product side +3. Change is 3 per atom, but molecule 3 into 2. This is decrease. So while balancing the reaction, we will interchange the coefficients. So 6 moles of iron oxalate react with 3 moles of K2Cr2O7. So in the first case, 5 moles of iron oxalate react with 3 moles of KMnO4. In the second case, 6 moles of iron oxalate react with the 3 moles of potassium dichromate. We have to calculate for each mole 5 moles of iron oxalate react with 3 moles of KMnO4. 3 moles of KMnO4. Therefore, 1 mole of iron oxalate react with how many moles of KMnO4? This on simplification we get 1 into 3 by 5, that is 3 by 5 moles. This is the first case. In the second case, 6 moles of iron oxalate react with 3 moles of K2Cr2O7. Therefore, 1 mole of iron oxalate react with how many moles of potassium dichromate? This on simplification you get 1 into 3 by 6. That means 1 mole of iron oxalate in the first case react with 3 by 5 moles. In the second case, it is reacting with 3 by 6 moles. If you take the simple ratio, this is equal to 6:5. So the A option is also correct. See, one equivalent weight of any substance react with one equivalent weight of other substance. Therefore, B option is also correct. The ratio of equivalent weight of KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7 required is 1:1. That means one equivalent weight of KMnO4 can react with one equivalent weight of iron oxalate, and one equivalent weight of potassium dichromate react with one equivalent weight of iron oxalate. Therefore, B also correct. So A, B, C are correct. Next question is equivalent weight and formula weight of reactants are same in the conversions. Here options are given: silver nitrate to silver metal, B cupric oxide to cuprous oxide, C hydrogen peroxide to water, and D the hypo to sodium tetrathionate. Equivalent weight becomes formula weight when N factor is 1. See, in AgNO3 the oxidation state of silver is 1, in silver metal 0. So change in oxidation state is 1, therefore N factor is 1. In this case, equivalent weight is equal to formula weight. In cupric oxide, the oxidation state of copper is +2. In cuprous oxide, the oxidation state of copper is +1. So here also change is 1, therefore N factor is 1. Hence, here also equivalent weight is equal to formula weight. In hydrogen peroxide, the oxidation state of oxygen is -1. In water, the oxidation state of oxygen is -2. So here change in atom is per atom is 1, per molecule is 1 into 2 because 2 oxygen atoms are there. Therefore here N factor is 2. So here equivalent weight is not equal to formula weight. So this is not correct. In hypo, the oxidation state of sulfur is +2. In sodium tetrahydrocannate, the oxidation state of sulfur is 2.5. See, this calculation is done in the previous problems. Check it. So change in oxidation state per atom is 0.5. Per molecule is 0.5 into 2 because hypo contain 2 sulfur atoms. Therefore 0.5 into 2 means 1. That means here also change in oxidation state per molecule is 1. Therefore N factor is 1. If N factor is 1, the equivalent weight is equal to formula weight. So this also correct. So A, B, C are correct for this question. Next question is question number 17. In which of the following compounds N factor is more than 45 in redox reaction, assuming all elements in compound oxidize to its maximum oxidation state? This is very, very important. See, option A is K4FeCN6, B is Cu2S, C is FeSCN thrice, and D is K2CuCN taken 4 times. See, here the oxidation state of iron is +2, carbon is +2, and nitrogen is -3. This is already discussed in the previous problems. Maximum oxidation state of iron is +3, carbon is +4, and nitrogen is +5. Maximum oxidation state is its group number. So carbon belongs to 4th group, nitrogen belongs to 5th group. So iron oxidation state changes from +2 to +3. So change is 1. Carbon oxidation state changes from +2 to +4. Change is 2. But 6 atoms are there. 2 into 6, that is 12. Nitrogen oxidation state is -3 in the reactant and product is +5. So change is 8. -3 to +5 means 8. 6 atoms are there. So total change is 1 plus 12 plus 48, that is 61. So N factor here is 61. So here asked is more than 45. N factor should be more than 45. Therefore A is correct. Now consider the C. In SCl, oxidation state of sulfur is 0 and carbon is +2 and nitrogen is -3. So maximum oxidation state of sulfur is +6, carbon is +4 and nitrogen is +5. So sulfur oxidation state changes from 0 to +6. So change is 6. How many are there? 3. So 6 into 3. Carbon oxidation state here is +2 and here is +4. Change is 2. 2 into 3. 3 atoms are there. 6. Nitrogen -3 to +5 means 8. Change is 8. How many atoms are there? 3. So total change is 6 into 3 18, 2 into 3 6 and 8 into 3 24. 24 plus 6 30, 30 plus 18 48. That means here also more than 45. So this is also correct. If you check in the same manner in B and D, you will get less than 45. So here answer is A and C.
Shut.
Next question is 18. Which of the following may show fixed equivalent weights? Fixed equivalent weights. Generally, variable equivalent weights are shown by the transition metals. So, in the given options, D is the only transition metal, copper is the transition metal. So, it will show the variable equivalent weights, or it will show the variable valency. So, fixed equivalent weights are shown by magnesium, aluminium and zinc. These are the options. See, in this topic, if you have any doubts, you put your doubts in the comment section. I will clarify in the next class. So please subscribe and like it. Thank you.